Hey, Thaison, over here.
Got your coffee?
Thank you so much for bringing this. I appreciate it. Yes, have a seat. It's been busy.
Yeah,
yes.
You loving it here?
I am.
Yeah, how do you like in New Mexico?
I really like the desert. Yeah. I wasn't sure about that, but I really like it.
Have you been able to ride some of these bikes yet?
I have test rode some of them, but not getting out as much as I would want.
Oh no.
I know.
It's too bad.
It is, but you know, I'll get out there.
So if you were to ride in New Mexico, Albuquerque, what would you want to see?
You know what I'd really want to see is where Breaking Bad was filmed.
Really?
All the locations. I would love to just do a ride and hit all the locations, and I don't know, I'm a big fan of the show.
You are?
I am.
Well, you know, it's funny you say that because I might be opening a can of worms here, but I think we could probably get Steve involved.
Seriously?
You know, he worked on it.
I heard that.
Yeah, I mean, he won't stop. Once we open this can, it's going to be...
Yes, let's open the can of worms.
I think if I give him a phone call, he could probably get over here.
Really?
We might be able to check out some of his locations.
Okay.
Could you kind of finagle a couple bikes for us?
Absolutely.
You
in
think
fact,
so?
they all just came back in.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's get him on the phone. You wrangle up a couple bikes.
Okay.
Let's see if we can check out some of these spots.
I love it. Let's do it.
You up for that?
Yes,
I know
absolutely.
it's impromptu, but we can do this.
Let's do it.
Come on.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Not much, man. It's your day off, right? You're not working?
Yeah.
What are you up to today, man?
Hopefully nothing. I was gonna maybe grab Fig and go have him shoot some stuff in the desert, but it's raining.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty out. How about this, dude? Why don't you swing over to the Indian dealership right now? I'm with Cristin. We're hanging out.
Why?
Just don't worry about it, man. Just bring a helmet and gloves. It's your day off. Just cruise over. I know you got a little bit of time.
What are you getting me into now?
Don't worry about it, buddy. It's gonna be fine. Just cruise on over.
All right. Let me turn around and grab my helmet.
Okay.
I'll see you in a bit.
All right. We'll see you in a minute. Later, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
We're good. Hey, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming out, dude.
What's going on?
Hi.
Hey, Cristin.
Nice to see you.
All right.
So,
What do you got me out here for?
Well, you know how like Cristin hasn't really got much riding in. She's fresh to New Mexico.
Yeah.
You know how you've been talking about Breaking Bad ever since I met you?
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
No.
Yes, you have. She is a huge Breaking Bad fan.
Really?
She won't stop talking about it.
Nice, nice.
You did a lot of stuff on that show and that production. You know all the cool locations. I don't. I told her you'd show her around.
Today?
Let's do a tour. You up for
Today?
it? Yeah, today. It's beautiful weather, man. Come on.
All right.
You good?
Yeah, all right.
So what do we have planned? Like, what if we were to show Cristin Breaking Bad? She loves it.
There's a lot of locations up by the shop. We can head that way and maybe swing by the coffee shop.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you
All
thinking?
right, let's do it. I'm thinking maybe Walt's house for sure. That's classic. Maybe Saul's office. It's right around the corner from the coffee shop.
Okay.
Maybe Jesse's little tombstone area. That place is really cool. The car wash.
Okay.
Nice.
I mean, I'm getting some doghouse vibes.
Oh, yeah.
Doghouse for dinner?
The doghouse for dinner.
You never had
You never had it?
No.
All right, we got to do that.
Nope.
Have you?
All right. Yeah, it's a little spicy, but I'm willing to try it
Okay.
just for Cristin.
Yeah.
Are we in for a treat? Are we in for a treat?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
What are we
so
doing?
she set us up with 3 bikes. We got these for the
Wait,
weekend,
wait.
right?
Yes. Got these
Seriously?
For the weekend.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Okay. I know you love that bike. We couldn't get the FTR, but we got you something better. We got you this Chief right here.
Seriously?
Super Chief.
Super Chief.
I even got you this.
It's got bags. You love bags. It's got the tassels.
I don't like tassels. I like bags.
You got this nice fairing.
Nice big.
You're gonna be
windshield.
protected.
You're messing with me, right? I get to take this one, right?
No, dude.
Seriously?
Yeah, sorry. But hey, dude, we got these 3 bikes for the weekend.
Do I get to keep the hat?
You do get to keep the hat.
All right. For the weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So
Yes.
I figured Breaking Bad tour today.
Okay.
Let's do Taos tomorrow.
Okay.
You guys up for a
I love
nice
it.
long
Yes,
ride? You good?
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Let's do it.
Well, at least I got the windscreen.
All right, let's do this. Let's get on these
All
bikes and
right.
let's hit some breaking bad
Let's do
locations.
it.
Breaking bad, can you feel me? Running out of time, gotta stay on my grind. I'm breaking bad, and that's for sure. I see money, but baby, I got to get more. I'm breaking bad, but you ain't hearing me. I'll run over any motherfucker you put in front of me. I'm breaking bad, I'm breaking bad. Yeah, I'm breaking bad. Damn, man, I'm breaking bad. I gotta get a grip, I gotta get a break. There's gotta be more to my life, this can't be my destiny. In fact, my family's depending on me, everything's at stake. Can't go out like this, damn, I just gotta stop and think. What'd you do if you're in my shoes, singing my life blues? I can't leave now, daddy's gotta protect you. I gotta stand tall, gotta stand on my feet. I don't care what they say, man, I got this beat. I'm breaking bad, can you feel me? Running out of time, gotta stay on my grind. I'm breaking bad, and that's for sure.
So this is where Jesse got picked up, right?
Yeah, Jesse was trying to decide if he was going to kind of blow town, get out of the business, and just move on. So he made a deal with somebody. He didn't know who it was. They're supposed to come and pick him up, and they just gave him a point to wait at. And this was the spot.
Well, and you mentioned something about these representing tombstones.
Yeah, the theory is that, Jesse's sitting here pondering everything that happened, and there's all of these little blocks that look like tombstones, and they sort of represent all the things that have gone wrong. It's like all the people that have died, his girlfriend, all the people they killed, the people that have overdosed because of the meth. So he's just kind of pondering, his life at that point, and can't decide if he's going to leave town or not. So he's just sitting here, he's waiting, and a van comes up, he gets in and he takes off.
Well, this is a great location for filming.
It is.
I mean, just all the gray on the back. It kind of has a nice wide angle to it.
Yeah.
I could see why they picked this as a filming location. So this is kind of like a makeshift, almost like dam, right?
Yeah, it's a spillway. So like if the water were to ever flood enough above the town, it would come and it would hit this break, and it wouldn't like wash out all the buildings and stuff.
Huh.
It's pretty cool.
Not that we ever get that much rain here in Albuquerque.
I don't even think I've seen water pour over this.
Interesting.
That was kind of one of the things that I think people liked about Breaking Bad so much, is whoever did the locations,
Yeah,
like they really took their time to find the best spots in New Mexico to film.
yeah.
All right, cool, man. So what's the next location?
Probably Saul's office.
All right, let's hit that first, and then we'll fit in Riggs somewhere. We'll get your coffee.
I haven't had my cold brew yet.
I know, we'll get you there. All right, ready?
I'm
Saul?
so ready. Yes.
Okay, better call Saul. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
You think this is a game? This ain't no Toy Story, this is real life. I'm breaking bad, can you feel me? Running out of time, gotta stay on my grind. I'm breaking bad, and that's for sure. I see money, but baby, I got to get more. I'm breaking bad, but you ain't hearing me. Run over any motherfucker you put in front of me. I'm breaking bad. Yeah, I'm breaking bad. Damn, man, I'm breaking bad.
So it looks completely different, doesn't it? There was nothing here when we were filming. It was just empty office space. Now there's bars and restaurants, and we were able to do a bunch of different things here because there were no tenants, and we had a lot of really creative people working on it. Our production designer at the time was Rob Wilson King. He had done a bunch of crazy stuff. He was an art director on Blade Runner. He had done the movie Rudy. Rudy's a great movie. He was a production designer on that, but he's an old school production designer. He's from the 80s, right when there was tons of money to blow and stuff, and the times aren't like that now. So he went crazy, and he was like, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. We're gonna put the Statue of Liberty on top. And we're all like, okay, we only used the exterior, and we built the interior of Saul's office on stage. And Vince was doing a bunch of other stuff at the time. I think he was writing the movie Hancock with Will Smith, so he wasn't here sometimes. So Rob decided that he wanted to do this really elaborate backdrop behind Saul's desk, right?
Constitution, right?
So he came up with this idea. It's like, what do we do, the Bill of Rights or something like that? So I did all this research on like wallpapers with the Bill of Rights and stuff, and he couldn't really find it, so we printed it. And then he said, let's do a window, and out the window, it'll be a translight, and it's the White House lawn. Yeah, it's the White House lawn. So he pitched it to Vince, and Vince is like, no, we're not doing the White House lawn. So Rob did it anyway.
Oh.
So we drew it up, and construction put in this window to the right of Saul's desk with these big pillars, you know, the marble pillars. And Vince came back from LA from a trip, and he was like not having it. He was not happy about it at all. So construction had to go back in and take the framing out of the window and move a shelf over. But Rob was brilliant. I mean, he's the reason Breaking Bad looks the way it does. You know, that color scheme, the design elements and stuff like that. Rob's a genius.
Well, his office is pretty elaborate, and it kind of fit the character.
It does, you know, but initially you're like, what the hell?
Yeah. Who is this lawyer?
Yeah.
Who is this guy?
And this whole time I've been through here a million times and never knew.
Right?
Yep.
Coffee shop's right down the street.
Exactly.
Cool. Well,
Nice.
I know Steve is itching to get coffee.
Let's go get coffee.
You guys ready?
Yes,
Really?
please.
We get to get coffee
Yes.
now?
Yeah, let's get some coffee.
They glisten when he speaks, oh, his eyes, they make me weak. When I look in his eyes, his love can tell no lies. His skin is hot and smooth.
All right, man, you feel better? You got some coffee?
So much better. I got my rig with a little almond milk, a little honey.
It was
Can't
needed.
beat it.
Yeah, thanks you guys.
You liking it?
I am. I'm having such a fun day. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You sure? Thanks for hooking up the bikes.
Absolutely.
It's amazing riding those Indians. They're really
fun,
cool.
aren't they? Yes.
Yeah, put the littlest guy on the biggest bike. Put the biggest guy on the littlest bike. I think you guys planned that.
Yeah, it looks
Maybe.
funny, right? No, they're smooth. They feel great.
Yeah.
They feel really good. What do we got going on next?
I think we'll hit the Walter White House. It's just right down the street.
Cool.
I got to tell you guys though, okay? So there's some protocol here. We got to be a little careful. The owner's a little kind of protective of her house. So,
Okay.
so we're not going to get too close. We're probably going to park across the street. And there's a little history there. I'll tell you when we get there.
Cool.
Okay, so we're not going to go knock on the door.
We're not
and try
knocking
to
on the
sneak
door.
around.
Definitely
Not
not.
even close.
Okay, cool. All right, well, let's do it. You
All
good?
right. Yep,
Nice.
let's go.
Let's go.
So this is the house.
This is the
infamous-
house. Yeah.
Infamous house.
Infamous Walter White house.
This is why we're
Don't
whispering
look.
right now.
So we're going to keep this one low key. All right. So that's Walter White's house. The owners painted it and put up a barricade and a fence and kind of tried to change it up as much as possible because too many people were coming. There's pilgrimages over here.
That's wild
It's crazy, right?
that it drew that many people into this neighborhood.
Yeah.
Looks like Fort Knox.
I know, right? Most of the time she's sitting outside, like telling people not to take pictures, not to, park in front of the house. That's why all the barricades are there.
So what you're saying is never rent your house out.
I would say never let a film rent your house.
Because you'll never know.
So the cool thing about this location is we didn't film anything inside. Everything was done outside just for the exterior and for establishing, and we built everything on stage. So the interior layout of this house is completely different from the layout on stage.
Okay.
It's much bigger on stage, obviously, so they can move cameras around and move walls and stuff. But the layout's different too. So
They
just the
didn't even
entry.
they didn't even have to bang up on the inside walls or
No,
paint or
not at
anything.
all. Not on this one.
Oh, piece of cake.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, I don't know if you guys seen the infamous pizza scene.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? That was just kind of a fluke. It wasn't planned, the way that the pizza came out of the box and landed on the house. It just happened that when Bryan Cranston threw it, the pizza spun out and landed on the house. And what I heard, I don't know if this is true, but what I heard is for, years after that, before they put up the barricades and stuff, people would come and throw pizzas on the house.
Is that how the pizza?
Dude, no.
No, dude.
No, dude, no.
We're not gonna happen.
I know this one.
You know this
I
one?
love this.
Yeah, this one's like iconic, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah, this was the A1A car wash,
Yes,
right? This is where they
okay,
were
yes.
laundering the money.
This is
and-
so cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. So the funny story behind this one is, so we came up with just this super, super generic name, A1A car wash, which is really, it's kind of lame, right? Like if I'd have known what an iconic thing all of this would have been, I'd have tried to come up with like something really cool, but you just never know.
I'm getting a little hungry, and this has become like a Breaking Bad history lesson, which is fine. But I'm pretty tired and hungry, and I just want to get on the road.
So I've known Thaison for quite a while now. He's one of my best friends. We've done a lot of trips together. We've ridden a lot together, but I can tell when he starts getting hungry, starts to check out, get grumpy, and I could tell it was time to start wrapping this up, even though Cristin was having a great time. We've seen the car wash now. We've seen Walter's house. We've seen Saul's office. We have been to the Tombstones. Let's go grab something to eat.
Love it.
Yeah?
Let's go eat.
Hot dogs.
What did the chili do to you?
Oh no, he's seeing stars
My nose is
right
running.
now.
I know. Are you going to be okay?
Yeah.
He's like on a
I'll be
peyote
alright.
trip.
I'm like tripping.
He's the most whitey New Mexican.
I know. Believe me, I know.
Steve, so you're cooling off, dude. You're not sweating anymore. How
Oh,
you
man.
feeling?
I feel good, man. It was a good hot dog. You know, the world famous doghouse.
Yeah.
Made famous by Breaking Bad, really.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
When at the doghouse, you've got to get a dog.
Yeah.
I'm never going to hear the end of it from my friends, but that
Was it a
pretty
good dog?
It was a good dog.
Yeah.
The chili was good.
You got the foot long with the chili
I
cheese?
did.
Yeah.
I went for
Footlong.
it. I went for it.
Well, did you see they fry it?
I know. I couldn't watch it.
Yeah.
Right? That's
I
pretty
couldn't
wild.
look in the kitchen. I was like, I'm going to be eating that.
What do you think? Look, you're much happier.
Yeah, it's good, man. Good. You know, the green chili was good. It was tasty, a little bit of spice, kind of sweet.
Yeah.
The way I like my green chili.
There
I
you go.
love it, man. It's good.
Fresh. It was
I
fresh.
don't really
green
eat chili, so I'm glad you were happy.
Yeah.
I'm
No, you
glad
don't.
you were happy.
I'm
I'm
very-
happy, and this was a fun little adventure.
Yeah, I've never
today.
been here before. I think this is one of those locations you take people from out of town, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be coming back on a regular basis, but it was good.
But
Yeah.
we did it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So that's a wrap, guys. Tomorrow is a big one.
You guys are the
Get
best.
some rest.
Thank you
Absolutely.
Yeah.
for enduring and checking off something on my list for me.
Breaking bad, yeah, I'm breaking bad. Damn, man, I'm breaking bad.
So Steven's out of town. He's going to be coming back. We're doing a Cars and Coffee. I think he's going to show up closer to like the end of Cars and Coffee today. Pretty close, like 11:30. At that time, we're going to pull the van back and do a big unveiling with everybody around. Let him see it. He's expecting that tamale wood kind of Breaking Bad thing. It's a little different than that.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming out to Rust is Gold for our Cars and Coffee. Dan Brockett, thanks for co-sponsoring today and bringing all these really different variety of cars out. It's pretty awesome. Hey, we've been doing something around here that we're really excited about. We've been working on our mural wall on the side of the shop over here. Some of you probably wondering why the van's parked in front of it. We're going to do a reveal today of the mural. I'm pretty excited about it because I've been thinking about this design for, like probably a month or so. We're going to take a look at it now. We're going to do a reveal.
All right, guys, on the count of three.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, dude, what do you think?
Well, I mean, I like it, but I thought we were going to do like the tamale wood and, like me and you and the Breaking Bad outfits. And
Yeah, we kind of had to,
what happened?
like thumbs down that one. So, but this is cool because this it's part of the coffee brand.
Oh, I
and
love it.
It's the new coffee lineup and the bags and everything. So I think it's going to be really good for our marketing and everything. Really New Mexico.
Yeah.
On a positive way.
Yeah,
So
I like it. I mean,
yeah, we're going to add to the top.
so can we do tamale wood up there?
Yeah, totally.
Right.